So today we will discuss about scaffolding. So what is a scaffolding? It is a temporary structure from which persons can gain access to a place in order to carry out building operation. It's a temporary frame usually constructed from steel or aluminum alloy tubes clipped or coupled together to provide a means of access to high-level working areas as well as providing as a safe platform from which we have to do the work. What is the function? As a working platform so that the worker can stand on the platform and do the work easily and safely. As a platform for placing material and logistic needed by the workers to carry out their job. As a platform and working passage, scaffolding supports the platform that been used by the worker as their working path to transport the material and the logistics. Basic forms of scaffolding are as follows: Butlock scaffold, single row of uprights, standard set outside the perimeter of the building. It's a partly supported by the structure. Independent scaffolds. It have two rows of standards that are tied by cross members called transoms. Which factors are needed to be considered during the design process of scaffolding are easier to be erected, strong, light or not heavy. It should be safe, it should be suitable, the passenger link or passage connecting to the other places. Scaffolding can be made of the following material: tubular steel, tubular aluminum alloy, and timber. Steel scaffold. Steel tubes are nearly 3 times heavier than aluminum alloy tubes but are far stronger. Longer span can be used since it deflects approximately about 1/3 part of aluminum alloy tubes. There are two types: galvanized steel tubes and ungalvanized steel tubes that needs special care, for example painting, varnishing or oil bath after use. So here are some pictures describing the steel scaffolding. Aluminum scaffolds. This needs protective treatment when they are to be used in contact with materials such as damp lime, wet cement and seawater to prevent corrosion to the tubes. Coating the tube with bituminous paint before using it would be a suitable protective treatment. So here you can see how the aluminum scaffolding actually looks. Timber scaffold, extensively used in the developing country. Members are lashed together with wire or rope instead of coupling fittings used with metal scaffolds. So you can see how a timber scaffold actually looks. This is actually a bamboo scaffolding. So these are actually the elements of the total scaffolding: double coupler, standard rails, and the base plates. Mobile tower scaffold. The mobile scaffold would have small tires under the standards, designed to be easily moved, most commonly used for things such as painting and plastering, where actually the workers must work frequently and change the position. These are used mainly by painters and maintenance to gain access to the ceilings. So we can see how a mobile tower scaffolding actually looks. We need to maintain some safety precautions. Standards must be on the same level and vertically straight on the base plate. The supporting platform wood must be supported properly. Working platform must be equipped with safety elements such as handrail. The scaffold must be inspected at certain times. We need to use safety tools such as safety boots, safety helmet when using the platform. The supervision of scaffold erection and progress safety reports are undertaken by a suitable, experienced and qualified person that normally occurs. It should be submitted within the preceding 7 days after adverse weather conditions that may have affected the scaffold strength or stability, or whenever alterations or additions are made to the scaffold. The report made after inspection must consist location and description of the scaffold, date of inspection, result of inspection, stating the condition of the scaffold, signature and the office of the person making the inspection. Badly assembled and neglected scaffolds have been a significant contributory factor to the high accident rate associated with the construction industry.